Something that we may not always think about is how being a Christian impacts just about every aspect of our life. Think about it like this. If you were not a Christian today, what in your life would be different? Would there be anything the same? What would you be doing next week that you may or may not be doing if you were not a Christian? It's interesting to think about because for me, being a part of the Christian culture or a part of Christian faith has impacted me greatly, and most specifically in three main ways. The way that I recognize and love Jesus as Lord of my life, the way that I serve and love others before myself, and the way that I purpose to not live for this world are the three biggest ways that Christian culture has affected my life. Saying Jesus is Lord of my life is a nice thing to say, but it became much more real for me when I saw my dad begin to take God seriously and begin obeying His word. That's when I realized that being a Christian is so much more than something to say. It's a way you live. And the way I recognize and love Jesus as Lord of my life, that means that I'm going to give Him everything. My heart, my soul, my mind, everything. The hardest thing to give Him control over was my desire to get married. I saw myself as 18 going on 50 with no prospects and became depressed. But when I was able to give that over to Him, He gave me such a peace, and I was able to freely serve Him. And He did give me that desire for a reason, and He fulfilled it in His own timing, and I am now happily married. In John 14:15, Jesus also says, "If you love me, you will obey my commandments." And this means that we don't excuse our sin, but we repent from it and turn back to Him and sin no more. And the way that I strive to serve and love others above myself, this is best exemplified in the way that Jesus washed the feet of Judas right before he was betrayed. He knew Judas was about to betray him to death, yet he loved him and served him. And I can do this in how I think and live. Am I thinking encouraging thoughts? Am I encouraging others? Am I uplifting them with my actions and my attitude? Do I see a need and need it? I also do this in another way. I help at a local pregnancy center and counsel young women who are pregnant and scared. I also am in the process of beginning a maternity home for young women. And the third way, purposing to not live for this world, I also purpose to remember that this life is fleeting. I need to purpose to remember why I'm here, and it's to serve God and impact His kingdom. Jonathan Edwards says it best when he says, "Oh God, stamp eternity on my eyeballs." And I pray that He would do that every day for me. In conclusion, being a part of the Christian culture has affected me in so many ways, but those three remaining. Loving Jesus, serving others before myself, and purposing to not live for this world are the three main ways. C.T. Studd sums it up best when he says, "Only one life will soon be past. Only what's done for Christ will last." And that's how it affects me. Thanks for listening.